In a surprise prisoner swap, former U.S. Marine Trevor Reed, who was detained in Russia since 2019, has been released. Russian pilot Konstantin Yaroshenko, who was serving a 20-year sentence in the United States for conspiracy to smuggle cocaine, was released in return. The swap, which U.S. officials have said was a result of months of hard and careful work, comes as U.S. Russia relations are at their worst in decades. Officials said the talks that led to Reed's release strictly focused on securing his freedom and was not the start of a broader diplomatic conversation. President Joe Biden did not comment on details of the release, but said, quote, "The negotiations that allowed us to bring Trevor home required difficult decisions that I do not take lightly."
Were you surprised that Trevor Reed was released by Russia given the invasion?
I did.
How though?
Thank you. 3 months ago. What's the response to Russia?
Reed was convicted in Russia in 2019 of endangering the lives of 2 police officers while drunk on a visit to Moscow. The U.S. has called his trial a theater of the absurd. In 2020, his father Joey spoke to Reuters from Moscow.
Dismissing charges in Russia, my understanding, is very rare, but at least lower the charges.
Over 2 years later, Reed on Wednesday was on his way to be reunited with his family in the United States, according to senior administration officials, who said the 30-year-old Texan was in good spirits. Reed's parents thanked President Biden for the release of their son, adding he may have saved their son's life. In a statement, they said their son would tell his own story as soon as he was ready, adding, quote, "We'd respectfully ask for some privacy while we address the myriad of health issues brought on by the squalid conditions he was subjected to in his Russian gulag." Biden and Secretary of State Antony Blinken said they were working to free another U.S. citizen held in Russia, Paul Whelan, also a former Marine.
So I couldn't see her face, but I know I was crying when I was I'd seen it. I was talking to someone and kind of saw it out of the corner of my eye earlier, but when they started showing it again, I looked at it and I went, oh my gosh, because like I said, it looked like he was hunched over and he was kind of walking like this, and they grabbed his bag and then they were helping him get up in the plane.
He looked very frail, and immediately, like Joey said, immediately tears just came to my face because he just didn't look like himself, and that's a really hard thing to see,
And
like I said, because he's used so healthy normally. He said his body looked hunched over, so we thought he was shackled, and we even asked him on the phone, were you shackled, and he said no. But he just looked like he was not walking very well.
But even today, he said there were about 20 FSB agents with him in the truck and on the plane. And then he told us before we saw the video later, the other video that's out is of the swap actually going down. And he said it was crazy. They parked the plane next to each other, and we got out and we crossed past each other like something in a movie. and then they started showing it on TV, and it's crazy.